Hello everyone, my name is Cheyenne Reed and I'm part of Miss Murray's Foundations of Special Education class. And my intent with this video presentation today is to talk about the role of special education teachers, expectations and standards that I hold towards myself, and anything that I think would make me a successful teacher, and any biases that I might have as a teacher. So, to start off with, the role of a special education teacher is to make sure all of the content and material is comprehensible and retainable for our students. Now, that content will vary widely depending on the student, and that's perfectly fine. It just means changing things here and there or focusing on other things to make sure that they get it. As teachers, we're meant to plan and improve how our students can understand and work with the information that we present to them. We're expected to be professional and ethical with all of our expectations, no matter the learning level, and we're supposed to work together and collaborate with other teachers in the same field to make sure we have the best program possible for our kids. Especially when we're held to a certain standard and so are our students. So making it so the kids can retain the information easier helps out everybody. Dispositions that I possibly have are mostly that I have high expectations. I have high expectations because I know no matter what learning level a student is at, they can learn. Whether it's furthering their understanding of schedules, dexterity, function, or math, science, and language arts. If the material is easily presented and easily understandable, then they can learn, especially if we put it to their level of comprehension. Do I expect students to be on their P's and Q's and behave perfectly every day? No, I don't. And it's because sometimes kids get upset when they get an answer wrong. Sometimes kids burst out with excitement. Sometimes kids get a little bit too hyper, and sometimes kids just don't want to talk to you. And it's fine, especially depending on what they go through. When it comes to diversity and cultural expectations, I come from North Carolina. I grew up on an Army base. Being in a room full of different cultures and lots of ethnic diversity is part of what I grew up with, so not going to be a problem. Expectations I do have for students for their work is just that they try. If you can prove to me that you tried your best, then you're probably going to see it in your own work. Professional attire varies on what you're teaching. If you're teaching art, you're not going to wear a suit and tie. You're not going to wear a nice dress because you're probably going to get paint on it. You're probably going to get pastels on it. And it's the same for special education. In a special education room, you have so many different things that possibly might fly at you and your clothes, on top of possibly having to chase a student if they decide to elope. So professional attire changes a little bit between general education classrooms and a special education room. And there are so many other dispositions on this list, but I only have 35 minutes, and I'm already at 4. So let's move on to any biases that I might have personally as a teacher. Okay. Me, I don't have any biases towards the kids. I do, however, have biases against teachers and parents. And the reason for these biases is because if we work to make an individual education plan for your kid, I expect TAs, gen ed instructors, and parents to engage in upholding that program and that plan. Because if you don't uphold that plan and you don't implement that plan in all aspects of their day, it's not going to work. I will sit through a 5-hour IEP meeting if I have to make sure that every teacher, every administrator, every parent understands what is expected of their child and what is expected of them, to make sure that their kids can get to where they're supposed to be and the goals that we're shooting for. I understand that not all students can be held to the same standard, and that might put a strain on relationships between teachers and parents. But if you're going to base it off of your convenience to work on something, to change things just a little bit so the student understands, then you probably need to go to some more PD, because that's, like I said, this is just one of my biases. I want to shoot for making sure every student receives the education they deserve, not just a pass-along grade. Now, that is my only bias. So I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the content and the intent for this video, and I hope I answered most of the questions that were posed to me. And I can't wait to see everyone else's videos. I hope everyone has a good day. Bye-bye.